It was traditional over a century ago to tell scary stories on Christmas Eve. I am bringing that tradition back. So here are 5 terrifying Christmas legends to get you in that jolly spirit. Number 1, Krampus. If you haven't heard of Krampus by now, you should probably consider leaving your cave sometimes. Krampus isn't all that bad actually. He helps Santa out. While Santa dishes out presents, Krampus gives the naughty kids hidings. Character building stuff, right? Well, let's start with his appearance. He is a tall, hairy beast with the hooves and horns of a goat. His long pointed tongue often lolls out between his wickedly sharp fangs. Is this sounding familiar at all? He also drags chains around, which he shakes for dramatic effect. These chains are said to symbolize the binding of the devil. With this appearance and this reference, who do you think we're dealing with here? Now, there's one more thing. He also carries around a large basket. According to legend, this basket is reserved for the worst of kids. They go in and then get taken away for drowning, being eaten, or just being dragged straight into hell. How's that for a fun family story to tell the kids? And we're just getting started. Gilla and Family. This one you may not know. Gilla is a half ogre, half troll of Icelandic origin. She has 13 kids with names like Meat Hook, Pot Scraper, Bowl Licker. During Christmas time, these 13 kids are unleashed on the populace to cause all sorts of havoc, slamming doors, breaking windows, stealing, etc. Fun stuff, right? It gets worse. Grilla's cat, the Yule cat, is a huge and terrifying monster. It prowls the Icelandic snowscape in search of children that didn't receive new clothes before Christmas Eve. Why? So she can disembowel and eat them, of course. I mean, why not? It gets worse still. Grilla herself, a huge beast covered in warts, has a bit of an addiction. For misbehaving children, of course. She goes out in search of naughty kids whenever the mood strikes her. She stuffs them in a large sack, carries them back to her cave in the mountains, and then cooks them up in a nice stew. Such a nice, heartwarming Christmas story, am I right? I can't wait to travel to Iceland. Fra Pera, the bright one. Finally, a nice Christmas story. Fra Pera is a goddess who will appear to you during the festive season as a beautiful young woman, snow white as can be. She will smile and you'll feel your heart warmed. To top it all off, she'll even leave you a shiny new silver coin. That is, unless you broke one of her rules. See, the 12 days of Christmas are meant to be a time of relaxation, of family, of rest. If you spun yarn during this time, you'll see an old hag with a crooked nose and a ghastly appearance instead. If you ate anything other than the traditional fish and gruel on the night of the feast, this version of Percha would also be the one to visit you. You'll also see her if you didn't work hard during the year, or if you misbehaved in any way, according to Percha. Now, seeing this old hag is one thing, but it's more about what she does. See, if you've broken one of her rules, she'll slit open your belly, remove your stomach and guts, and replace them with straw and pebbles. What is it with Europe and such violent Christmas characters? Number 4. Hans Trop, a real person. This story gets its roots from a real person who lived in the 1400s. He was in disagreement with the local abbey, and he was eventually excommunicated for working with the devil to be more wealthy. His real name was Hans von Trotta. A man of some social standing, he was a knight and marshal. After he was banished, however, he began to dress up as a scarecrow and snatch children. Well, take a wild guess. I wonder if we'll find a story where kids don't get eaten, What the hell, Europe? This earned him the nickname of the Christmas Scarecrow. In other tales, he became known as the Black Knight. Anyway, not too much more interesting here, just beware. If you see a scarecrow move, it could be Hans Trop himself. Number 5. Mary Lued. For our next tale, I'd like you to imagine this scenario. You're chilling in your house during Christmas time. Maybe you've had a few drinks, or whatever your poison, and there's a commotion outside. You decide to go and investigate, and are met by this. This is Mary Lued. It's a costume made from a horse skull. This costume is paraded around the streets during Christmas time in Wales, and is accompanied by a group of others, including a jester. When the group encounters a house, they exchange rude rhymes or songs with the inhabitant. Should the Mary Lued gain entry to the house, the household is said to be blessed with good luck for the year to come. You'll also have good luck if you wake up to find a horse's skull on your porch. But beware, Mary Lued has an appetite for children. I'm kidding. For once, this is a story where no one gets eaten. The reason to be cautious of Mary is that she is known to be mischievous, often trying to steal things or chase people she likes, even snapping at them sometimes with her bony jaw. I don't know about you, but if I was visiting in Wales and saw this thing, I would probably just leave town. A creepy tradition for sure. That concludes this video, something a little different to what I usually do. If you like this sort of format, show me, like the video. That way I know I can do more of this. It won't always be creepy stuff. I'll dive into anything I find interesting. Thank you for watching to the end. It means a lot, because the algorithm does judge us for it. I hope you have a great Christmas. Rest, relax, cherish the time with family. And I'll see you with another longer video in the new year.